Good evening. Welcome to the program. Today we are going to see a job description from a leading multinational organization. In this series of program, we are trying to understand what are the employers' requirement, especially multinational companies, and in the specific supply chain domain. And as a candidate, are you filling the gap and are you eligible for applying for such kind of a job? If you are still not getting an interview in such type of companies, then what are the gaps we can discuss? Maybe some companies may use some terminology which you may not be able to understand. In that case, we can discuss. If anyone of you watching live, you are welcome to comment uh, in various social media. Allow me to attach the screen so that we can take up the work. So this is the interview JD analysis number 124. Hope you are watching the previous version. If you have want to watch these previous ones, it is all recorded in our YouTube channel. Please visit and see the previous videos. I have been discussing the various companies JD and try to explain what are the expectation from organizations. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile. I have been doing nearly 4,000 candidates. I have enrolled for various programs in Udemy. You are also welcome to check in various pre and paid programs. I am available in the LinkedIn with the keyword supply chain master. You are welcome to connect or follow me. As far as my education is concerned, I am an engineer with a PG degree in management and data science. I have nearly 2.5 decades of experience in end-to-end supply chain management in global organization. I have started my career in Bosch, where I have worked in the planning function, then moved on to other organization. I have handled supply chain various domain at various level in the last 10 years in this global organization. I was heading end-to-end supply chain management. Currently, I am heading the organization known as Thoughtware Training Private Limited. Coming to my certification, these are a certification may be essential if you are in the job market, especially the one from APIX or ASEM. I have certified by these certifications. I am also certified from an organization called DDI, Demand Driven Institute. They also provide similar certification. I am certified purchasing manager apart from project management professional. I am also qualified in analytics. About our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 5-year-old organization. We provide both consulting and training in the field of supply chain, logistic and procurement areas. We are operating under a trade name Expert SCM. Now let us go to the particular job description. I have picked this posting specifically from Indeed, and I have picked it today, that is 11th July 2022, and date posted 16 days ago. Normally, when organization post it, they will open it for only 1 week. If they are keeping it more than 1 week, maybe sufficient candidates are not applying. Maybe they have not understood the job description, or the wrong people are applying for the job. That could be the reason why such jobs are available more than 2 weeks. So you should be knowing what is the company we are going to see here. HBC. This is nothing but a Canadian company, Hudson Bay company. They are in the retail e-commerce for the fashion goods. But particular position they are calling for Bangalore. The title of the position is Analyst ICC Supply Chain. ICC could be their internal word, but if you reframe this designation, they are looking for supply chain analyst. But we have to see the background of the company. So it's not a manufacturing company, it's in the retail distribution e commerce platform. So whatever the name they call, they are purely in the retail distribution. So coming to the location, it's Bangalore. Education not mentioned, salary not mentioned, experience they are looking for 2 to 3 years. So pretty junior position. If you are looking for similar kind of a job, you are always welcome to apply it. So general expectation, since the title says specifically supply chain analyst, it could be any role, maybe generic role as far as these retail distribution companies are concerned. So when you are applying for these companies, you should know what is happening in the e-commerce company, how they handle the product. Especially, it could be their cycle, supply chain cycle could be without the manufacturing. So they are going to get the item from various sellers, and it's going either to be stocked in their warehouse, or it could be a direct shipment to the customers. Okay, so the position, I feel the operation is from Bangalore, but the delivery happening in Canada. So any people applying for this kind of a job, they should have a strong domain knowledge in logistic, distribution, and transportation. Also, some amount of knowledge on cross-dock operation. Unlike other businesses, the e-commerce platform specialize in cross-dock operation, which means you do not have warehouse in some of the location. It's only a connecting platform. The vehicle is coming on one side with the incoming material, and they are sorted out and then matched to the orders for the outgoing vehicle. So almost there is no storage allowed for this kind of operation, that is called cross dock operation, which is specific to e-commerce operation. Of course, to handle this e-commerce or cross-dock operation, you need to have some kind of a problem solving or dispute resolution skill, for which analysis is required and analytical skill may become essential. Then, as far as the role summary is concerned, let me read briefly. Ensure that all product is delivered to DC across Canada on time and contain accurate information within appointment scheduling system. So they also use some internal software scheduling system to ensure these items are delivered from the vendors in the specified time. ICC analysts will work with the new vendors to ensure all this. And finally, tight deadlines must be met to ensure all appointments are booked within agreed service level agreement. So basically, as we saw earlier, this is job pertains to retail distribution, and you are expected to have some knowledge as well as working experience in logistic, procurement, general coordination, because it's not so easy when you have hundreds of vendors, and you are scheduling some time frame for them to deliver. And especially if there is a cross-dock operation, the operation should be precise. It should not happen that the vehicle is coming and waiting for a long time. Okay, so you should be aware about the contract terms or service level agreement along with the KPI that will ensure that the operations are managed smoothly. As far as appointment is responsibilities are concerned, manage all inbound appointment alerts and resolve shipment issues quickly to avoid delays. Process all major home fashion shipment to ensure customer orders are delivered on time. So you are seeing both the incoming on one side and outgoing on one side. Possibly some can happen by storing this item in warehouse, but mostly e-commerce items they also do the cross docking. So you have to ensure the timing. That's very important. That's why they are stressing the time schedule or appointment they call. And these are typical e-commerce platform operations. Next one is process and schedule all non-ASN deliveries. ASN is advanced shipment notification. So in this kind of a tight situation, they should use this notification whenever vendor is delivering. You should follow the schedule given by the organization, and also they should intimate by through ASN, so that ASN can specify what goods they are getting, what time, and so that the incoming people can keep their bay ready and also infrastructure or manpower ready, so that the item can be downloaded in time. Partner with the freight forwarder, offshore vendors to ensure all containers arriving have accurate ASN information for both our eastern and western DC. Here we are talking about the inland transport. Okay, so offshore vendors to ensure the all container, possibly some of the imported items are also there. So imported item fixing the time window is a bit difficult. So they may have an intermediate warehouse where they may import and store the item, and then from there they may get it because normally for sea freight, if they are getting by container, then using directly ASN may not work. So these are all part of a regular logistic operation. Then the next requirement is direct communication with vendors and buyers to resolve issues impacting shipping and processing of merchandise. Provide daily statistics of all incoming appointment book to facilitate accurate scheduling. So you can see that the timing is important. They are seeing that the incoming shipment should follow the appointments provided, and outgoing or customer delivery should also happen as per the commitment. Setup and maintenance of dock schedules, and dock schedule is the area where you are going to receive the vehicle for loading or unloading, so that should be also clearly scheduled. Possibly you need some kind of IT tools, maybe in a large complex of operation they may use WMS, warehouse maintenance equipment. So such technology may also be required. But you have to see, they are looking for a position based in India, Bangalore, but the operation has to happen in a remote place, that is in Canada. So possibly one more thing, time zone could also be important. The time zone is different. So are they looking for night shift is not clearly specified there, but if you have to coordinate, possibly this could be a night shift. Canada timing is totally 100, 10 or 12 hours difference will be there. Utilize multiple system to research purchase order and apply penalty to vendor. This is where analytical skill may come. If you have thousands of vendors applying different part code, so are they complying with the contract terms? Is there any deviation from SLA or service level agreement? This can happen only if you have the knowledge of using analytical skill and then highlighting them. Sometimes we can also use spend analytics. This we train our candidates in our program on supply chain analytics. Okay, partner with DCs on all cross dock to ensure accurate delivery on all goods shipping from our DC to Eastern DC. Okay, it's within the country, so you should be familiar with cross docking. If this cross docking, if you are not in any e-commerce organization, there is a very little chance that you may know about this. It's not only the arrangement, but also there is a IT tool and also alliance with the vendors and customer, and it happens as a collaboration initiative. Okay, it's not that item can come at a scheduled window. Lot of effort is required if you are to operate cross stock operation. As far as professional requirement is concerned, we are talking about 2 to 3 plus years. Okay, in analytical system role in logistic, transportation, distribution, and related settings. So after a long time, I am seeing specifically they are on the dot asking for a specific area which is more relevant to their organization. Strong analytical and technical skill. This is what I am been explaining. If you do not have analytical skill, you have to enroll for program like ours, supply chain analytics, which is the skill expected for all such global organization. Technical system skill or an asset in the following: Excel, Word, Access, and Manhattan. But when they say Word, Excel, or Access, uh, Excel is not the fundamental thing they may be looking. Maybe advanced Excel, like if you should know how to handle macros or what if analysis, solver. Those are analytical tools. Okay. Word is not an analytical tool. Maybe if you are preparing any report that may be required. Access is very old way of handling databases. Now we have SQL and other things. Possibly for some technical limitation, they may be using the access from which they may import from other software like Manhattan software. Okay, so you need to have domain knowledge along with the experience to apply for this job, along with the analytical skill. Possibly, you can also apply if you are working in any warehouse condition and you know how to handle the receiving and dispatches, coordinating with vendors, or even purchasing department and customers. So WMS may be one of the software which is being used. I think Manhattan, what they are referring is WMOS. They are saying it is may be related to WMS. They are talking. Okay, knowledge of distribution center function and supply chain flow. This is the requirement. Strong written and oral communication. Here they are specifically talking about the flow, DC function and supply chain flow. So you should know end-to-end operation. Here, from the time you are placing the order to your vendor and it is being received in your warehouse and then subsequently sorted or some value-added activity takes place in the warehouse, and then whenever order is there, it's getting dispatched to the customers. So okay, so end-to-end management knowledge is required. Possibly some soft skill are also expected. So the conclusion is, if you are a youngster, maybe having some related experience, you should apply for this job. Okay, so you may also get a good learning potential if you are joining this kind of, maybe they have mentioned as a startup, but I think it's a global organization there for long many years. So possibly if you work in this kind of companies, you may get a good exposure, but you may face some work pressure. That is a part of our job. You cannot escape it. Then you have to make sure are they calling these people for day shift or some other shift, and the only if you are comfortable you can apply. But I am doubtful there is no way you can reach to the employer and find out whether it's what kind of timing is not clear, that they could have been a bit more clear. So if any questions are there, you are always welcome to contact us, reach us in our website or the WhatsApp number given. We provide a specialist training in supply chain analytics. Maybe you can see the job description for this specific job. Whatever skill set they are expecting, we provide that as a short term knowledge sharing session. Apart from global certifications in supply chain, logistic, and purchasing. So, any one of you are interested, you are welcome to contact us through this number. So after a long time, I have a satisfaction of seeing a relatively better job description. It is not overdumped. At the same time, it is more or less moderate, so you can take a chance to apply for this kind of organization where you can learn, and it may serve as a stepping stone for you in the future, and it can be a part of your career path. You're always welcome to contact me or any of our executive anytime. Thanks for attending, or if you are watching this offline, thank you. You are welcome to comment or like the posters, and